Hi, I'm Helga Christiansen and I'm an expedition leader. Situated at 78 degrees north and forged by ice, wind and sea, Svalbard offers a spectacular range of adventures and the chance to see amazing wildlife in its natural polar habitat. Svalbard occupies a remarkable position situated halfway between Norway and the North Pole. It is located right on the edge of the ever-frozen Arctic Ocean, where the warmer currents of the Gulf Stream meet the cold air and water from the north. Due to this unique location, Spitsbergen and other islands in Svalbard archipelago are biological hotspots. And reigning over this fragile food web is the top predator, the polar bear. One of Europe's largest remaining areas of pristine landscape awaits you. It is the true Arctic wilderness, where the midnight sun shines from early spring till autumn. In summer here, the sun never sets. Drawing millions of seabirds to the nearby coastal cliffs, in winter, the northern lights cast a colorful glow across the snow-covered mountains and peaks, and endless tundra. The dancing aurora is magical for visitors and residents alike, and you can even see aurora in daytime. There are not many people living up here in the high Arctic. It is actually said you'll find more polar bears than humans in the Svalbard archipelago. The 2,600 human inhabitants live in a settlement with roots in either coal mining, tourism or research. The capital Longyearbyen snuggles down in the middle, surrounded by nature. Part of the Svalbard experience is visiting diverse and fascinating settlements such as Longyearbyen and Ny-Ålesund, each of which has a complete different atmosphere. One thing they all have in common is the pioneer experience. Places with self-confidence and resilience in their isolation from the mainland. Although Svalbard is a living place with real communities, there are also historical sites and rich cultural heritage. You might see whaling stations from 16th century, remains of blubber ovens, and there is even graveyards of whalers that died during the first oil gold rush, as they call it. Along the way, you'll receive a fascinating insight into the heroism of polar explorers from day gone by. Wildlife here is extraordinary, adapted to survive in these extreme conditions in the polar winter. Svalbard is home to animals that are found nowhere else in the world. The polar fox and Svalbard reindeer are natives, but joined in summers by the millions of seabirds who migrate to the majestic mountains of Spitsbergen, gilded in the midnight sun. Walrus colonies are growing in the area and along with seals can be seen on isolated beaches. Maybe you will be lucky and see whales surfacing and diving. There have been frequent sightings of beluga and other whale species just off the coast of the archipelago. The king of the Arctic, the polar bear, tends to be found on the sea ice on the colder islands to the north and east of Spitsbergen. The top predator roams in search of many bearded, harbor and ringed seals in the nearby waters. Since Svalbard is polar bear country, this means we need to keep our guests closer and protect them by carrying rifles and signal guns, which we are trained to use. Polar bears appearing on the landing sites does happen once in a while. We have had controlled evacuation of landing sites a few times as the bear becomes rather curious and moves towards our landing site. Our aim is to minimize any disturbance of any wildlife. So the choice is easy. We move back on board and the polar bear can get on with its business as usual without us in the way. Hurtigruten is the most qualified tour operator in this area, with more than 120 years of experience. That deep knowledge means we can offer a wide range of options for exploring this amazing wilderness. On Hurtigruten expedition cruises, our expedition landings will educate you in Arctic wildlife watching without disturbance. You'll experience ghost town, research centers, spectacular fjords and icebergs. You can take part in exciting polar adventures in Svalbard's awe-inspiring nature. Whatever you choose, you will be in safe hands with experienced guides leading the way through this impressive scenery, with midnight sun or the polar night as your constant companion. Our expedition cruises are created with sustainability as priority. You can join on our fascinating lectures to learn about this fragile environment, and we also invite you to take part in beach cleanups and citizen science project to gain a deeper understanding of Svalbard's fragile ecosystem. Let the stunning Arctic silence overwhelm you in this magnificent landscape.